And I believe we are live. Hello and welcome to November JDM cars for sale in South Africa. I'm going to try to do this monthly because that's pretty much all the time I have right now these days. You guys all know that I'm moving overseas and things are a bit crazy, trying to sell the remainder of the cars, sell the house, and work on the Subaru, plus doing actual work that makes me money to afford these cars and everything else. So I'm going to try to do this content. When I say frequently, it's going to be monthly. So what's happening, Sanity 28? We're going to be looking at some cars tonight. I've got like 30 cars that I managed to find. A lot of them, actually most of them, were found on Facebook Marketplace. And some are cheap, some are not, but we're going to dive right into it right this second. So, someone in the comments, let me know. We've got a couple of people watching already. Is the audio good? Is the video good? Is everything okay? I'm going to start right now. Vernon, what's happening, my man? The first car that we've got here is a 300ZX. But before we start on the 300ZX, this is the first time that you're joining me, my name is Nelson. This is a live stream show. Shit can go wrong at any second. I am passionate about JDM cars. I've owned JDM cars. I've now sold a whole bunch of them. I'm going to be starting up my collection again. And we are looking at cars for sale in South Africa. So I'm going to be rating these cars 1 out of 10. It's my personal rating. Don't hate me. And just really dive right into it right this second. Everything is good. Thanks, Sanity. Vernon, perfect. Thank you so much. Sean, what's happening, my man? So we've got this 300ZX here. This, I don't know if this was a turbo model to start with, but there is a HKS super powerful intake. It's probably one of those Hong Kong ones. I don't know what the spec is. I don't know if this thing was actually SA registered. You often find cars that aren't SA registered. The guys just throw an SA plate in the car. But anyway, the guy wants 60K. Looks like a little bit of a wreck, to be honest. I don't know what the story is with rust and all that, but the interior looks like it's missing a couple panels, kick panels, that sort of stuff. The seat has been chewed on by rats. Steering wheel, cheap, super cheap, like auto style special thing. Side mirrors hanging. Where's the front bumper? Flat tire. Stock wheels. But again, was it the twin turbo? Who knows? Ooh, here we go. It was a twin turbo. Okay. Now 60K, what's the story? Starts but injector problem. I mean, yeah. Injector problem. Quite vague. I don't know. I'd probably pass on this thing. If it was SA Reg, could possibly be you're going to need a new headlight, probably front bumper, all the rest of the stuff that goes in here. Fix the supposed or alleged injector problem, which could be a much larger issue than anything else. It is coming from Athlone Auto Spares, so I don't know. Maybe it's legitimate. Maybe they do know what they're talking about, but who knows? There's a ball in the ground there in a hole. Awesome. Twin turbo, I missed that. So 60K, if it can be licensed on the road, I'm going to give this car 6 out of 10. If not, 3 out of 10. Cool, what do you call it? Drift car or something. Not drift car, like track car or something. Ever seen one Nissan chewed by Ray? Yeah. Hey, what's happening, Callum? Okay, moving on. We've got quite a few cars here, so I'm going to try and do this quick. Throwing some Subarus into the mix here. This is a legitimate STI, just by the way. This looks like a 2001 model. It's a bug out. I don't think it's a 2002. Why I say that, there were a couple of changes on the front bumper and the rear. 2001, it does have the seats in it. It's got the Brembo. It's got Brembo's front and back. It's got the little side thingies. I legitimately think this is an STI. There's an STI badge. And I think this car, there's no details, just 2 pictures. It belonged to somebody I knew back in the day. I don't know who it belongs to now, and I've forgotten his name. There were 2 brothers that both had STIs. The one was a bug guy, and the other one was a blob, I think. And I forgot their names. Cool car. If it's a legitimate STI, good price. But what's wrong with the car? Because why would it be selling at that price? Who knows? If all is in order and the car is SA Reg, because that's the other thing. You can't see the plates. You can't see if there's anything. But, yeah, I don't know. If it's legitimate, I'll give us a good solid 7 out of 10. Moving on, we've got another Subaru here. We're just going to get rid of all the Subarus right now. So 2002 WRX bug out. This is not an STI. It does have an STI wing on, probably from, well, definitely from a later generation. Got a TD06 turbo, which is likely laggy. You generally put a TD06 on a 2.5 liter, the EJ25. The reason being is the hot side of the turbo is a lot bigger than the TD05 or the smaller VF turbos. XL dump valve. So it's got a cheap dump valve on it. It's got STI injectors. It's got a stainless up pipe. That's actually something I want to get for mine. Up pipe and headers. Go fast bits, boost controller, high and low. That's a good boost controller. GFB. 4.1 final drive, nice. To swap for an Evo, you're not going to get an Evo to swap. Oh, okay, yeah. So he'll top up with cash for an Evo. He's in Eastrand, Springs. Cool, 80 grand. I actually never saw this car when I was looking for a Subaru. I would have probably picked it up if this is not the same one that I was looking at that had hail damage. Probably picked this one up because I'm pretty sure you would have taken lower than that. For sure. So, quick look at the comment section. Someone's selling his Mazda BT50. Imagine people bring their cars down. Oh, dude, I'll drop the price of my Skyline right now just for Black Friday. Let's go with like a 585k. Anybody interested? Buy my R33. I mean R32 GTR. My R33 sold, just by the way. Still in the driveway, but it's sold. Right, this thing, did I give it a rating? I don't know. Yeah, 6 out of 10. If the price could come down to maybe like 65, 70k at a push. R33, this car was listed a couple of years ago. It probably did make it up on my, wow, Moaz. That's the second time. Pretty sure nobody's interested. 1997 R33 RB25 Neo 5-speed, owned for 10 years, which is pretty cool. Never abused, mostly standard with a winking face. I wonder what's done to the car. Can't tell because there's only one picture. This looks like a GTST. Likely is. This is what mine should have looked like outside. It should have had this bumper and all that sort of stuff, and actual working, non-dented, crashed bonnet. If you can't afford this car, please don't waste my time. I hear you, buddy. Oh my gosh. I had people calling me for my R33. I only wanted 38,500. I ended up selling for just slightly under that. And I had people calling me, like, asking, like, they don't have money, but they can pay me over. One guy wanted to pay me like over 15 months for like 38 grand. And I mean, I understand, you know, like you want the car and all that stuff. I'm not a bank. I'm really sorry. I'm leaving the country. I mean, I don't really need that money for the R33, but, you know, cash in hand and get rid of the car so I can sell this house and not have to worry about this non-running car lugging it along with me. How much is the R33? How much is my R33? My R33 sold. This one is 220,000, which is on the screen right now. What's the price? 220,000 Rand. That's on the screen right now. I was trying to convince my dad to let me buy a R33 and turn it into a drift car. That would have been cool. And it is going to get actually turned into a drift car. But, wow, I forgot where it's going. It's going somewhere awkward. It's not like Joburg or somewhere. I'm trying to think like, wow, I don't remember now. Kruger National Park. It's near the Kruger National Park. Anyway, R33, cool car. I think slightly overpriced, but it is SA rich. Actually, it's actually a decent deal, to be honest. But is it a GTS T or is it a GTS? What's done to the car? I'm an idiot. It's a 5-speed. It's got an RB25 DET. Yeah, 220k is actually a decent price. I'm gonna give this car 7 out of 10. Moving on, we've got a couple of Lexuses up here. This one's got high mileage. It's essentially a Toyota, so it's going to be, you know, it's going to be lasting forever. 350,000 kilometers, doesn't say much. It's a manual, which is nice. You don't often find manual IS200s around in SA. You do find them a lot overseas, but in SA, the majority of them were automatic specials, which are nasty. And so are these seats. These seats are pretty nasty. Steering wheel could do some reconditioning. The seats are nasty. This is ew. Dashboard. Anyway, the car's 50 grand. It's got that pretty cool inline 6 2-liter. I forget the exact model code of the engine, but these cars are fun. They're quite nice to drive. But yeah, as I said, most of them are auto. So finding a manual, even though it's got high mileage, decent price. Very decent price. Sean, most of these are auto. Yeah, that's right. The R33 is going to be an off-road build. The R33 is going to be an off-road build. I have no idea what the guy's doing with it. Do you know the guy? Oh, sorry, this car. I'm just going to give this a flat 5 out of 10. It's a project car. You'd build this up as a project car. It's a decent price. Found this R34. It's what's that? May be an image of cars and outdoors. Okay, 1GE. Thanks, Cabello. 2002 model. This is a GTS 4-door with an RB20. It's got a RB20 Neo, so it's the DE. This thing sucks. Gearbox, 5-speed manual. Okay, that's about the only good thing, but it's Botswana reg, and all these pictures don't work. Bumpers discolored, the back is discolored. I don't know what the story is there. But it's a 4-door and it can't be registered, so I'm just going to give this a 5 out of 10. Moving on to the other 25 cars that we have that I found here. How's this baby? Galant VR4 twin turbo. Car has hybrid turbos, HKS boost controller. It's also bots reg. Remember what I said earlier? You can find a lot of cars that are often registered in Malawi, Botswana, or whatever. But then the owner throws on local plates, just, like to get around, fool the cops. Because if the cop's going to stop you if you've got plates, and they're not going to stop you if they've got plates in your car, unless you're doing something stupid. Right? Yeah. So that's something you got to worry about. Again, all these pictures are screwed. He's got a cheapy dump valve. I don't know what's done to the car, but it's a twin turbo, 2.5 liter. This, I think is the same power plant that comes off the MX6, sorry. The MX6, the 2.5 V6, but this is a twin turbo version. I don't know much about the Galant VR4, I just happened to find it, which is pretty cool. 50 grand though, and you can't register this in SA. Yeah, Rochelle, what's happening, oh man? Exactly what I just mentioned. Bots, reg, GP plate, I know, right? But yeah, they often do that just to get around. But look at it, there's a little license disc. Bots also have the same round license disc. It can be a little bit confusing when you're looking at a car for sale and you're not reading the description right. Do you think it's better to buy an RX-7 from Japan or try looking for one here in SA? A good question. I think you'll have more variety in Japan. Roughly the prices are about the same if you had to land one and follow the process yourself. However, the problem is there's like 1 or 2 for sale in South Africa right now, which is the issue. There's one in Durban. I might have been sold. It was selling for 215,000, which I know the previous owner or current owner, and that car is like missing all sorts of pieces. Anyway, that one for sale, or was for sale. I couldn't find it for this edition. And then there was another one which is going to come up shortly, which is just had a price drop from 400,000 to 360,000. And then there's a third one actually, which we listed in the previous video, which has a 3-rotor, and the guy wants like 450 or 500k for it. So yes, it is better to buy from Japan if you're looking for variety. However, if you wanted to go test the car, if you want to look at the car properly, inspect it, technically it's better doing it here. Yo, V6 MX5 would be mad. That is the true story. How do you buy cars from Japan and get them delivered? There's a video on my channel called How to Import JDM Cars into South Africa. It explains every single thing. Everything. Like literally. Go watch that. It's an hour and a half long. Get popcorn. Or don't. Give the Galant 5 out of 10 because it's bots reg and he's running GP plates, trying to confuse everybody. Then we got this bad boy. Huge mod list. Single turbo. Built for 1,000 horsepower. 2 pictures. 1 picture that actually works. So bleak. It's a 91 model. So the 91 models that have issues prior, like oil issues and stuff like that. But this is built bottom end, so that's not going to have any issues. And beautiful color. Not a stock color on the R32 GTR, but it's got a huge mod list. So I'm going to give this ad a 5 out of 10 because there is no freaking mod list. I want to know what your huge mod list is. How's this? Found a Mark II, registered in Lesotho. There's only 2 pictures. Sucks. Blur the number plate out. We don't care. It's Lesotho. Daily, start, run, and go. Run, start, and go. So you run to the car, start it, and go. 20 grand. Not much to look at here. 2 pictures, missing a rear windscreen, which kind of sucks, because you're probably never going to find one in South Africa. How's that? Mark II. Rochelle, you'll like this thing. 4 out of 10, Lesotho Ridge. How's this one? Cabriolet 300 ZX. Dude working on his motorbike in the back, in the front, however you want to look at it. Left-hand drive, unfortunate. It's got 5 lugs, which is good, and it's registered, but it's the Cabriolet. Oh my goodness! Now remember, I don't go through these cars before I actually make these videos. By the way, like occasionally I'll if one really catches my eye, I'll take a look and I'll click through the pictures. But for the most part, I saw this and I just opened it up and then I move on to the next one because it takes me like a long time to find all these cars. And then I've got to save them and don't shut down my PC for 3 days until I have the chance to make this video. Automatic. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Dude's got a swimming pool. Nice. And leather seats. Definitely not the stock seats. Probably recovered. Probably left the roof off for many, many years and the thing got messed up. Surprisingly, the paint looks decent. I don't know if it's been resprayed, but it's got the stock wheels. So, look, left-hand drive. Probably the only one in South Africa. No, there was one. It was a white one, left-hand drive, also soft top. But it was a manual, I think. It's in one of my videos. It must be in one of my videos. And they wanted around the same price. So I don't know. Probably is the right word, but it's not the only one in South Africa. Cool. Left-hand drive, whatever. Not really JDM. 5 out of 10. Yes, sir, JZX90. Hell yeah. Maybe you could F5 the page with faulty pics. Oh, I'm so over it. It's like, let's try. I'll do a control F5. Just. Over sharp Kazi. See, I don't think of that. I'm like, I know this is what I do. Like, I'm an RT, but I mean, I don't think about it because I'm trying to entertain you guys. Now you get to see the guy's shoes because I refreshed the page. But yeah, here's the 34 that we looked at earlier. Thanks, Rochelle. Boring. Nice steering wheel though. The steering wheel looks like legit. I mean, nice as in it's shit. It's still stock. I know it's like squashed to the one side. It's still a stock steering, but I mean, it's like nice. It's in a good condition. So which country are you going? I mentioned in the video that I'm not mentioning which country I'm going. So that's why that whole video came out the other day. This thing, we've shown it on the channel before, and it's a half cut. And I don't know if this is legit. Anyone live in Coffee Bay, Eastern Cape? I want to know if this thing is legit. If someone's selling this car for real. Is this really here in South Africa? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not giving that a rating. DJ Junkie's dick. Why does the R34 just... Yeah, I know. That particular one just... That's not... Yeah, technically it's R34. Here's that RX-7 I was talking about. The price has dropped. So the guy listed it 2 weeks ago at 400,000 Rand. He didn't give him much time to drop 40k. That's a lot of money. I just clicked on Germiston. Whoops. GP Reg, which is great. 13B Bridgeport dialed. Big turbo. GT42. This is like comparison to like a whole set HX55. Ceramic housing, 66 mm wastegate, works wheels, it's got nice stuff. Microtech LT10C ECU, good ECU. Coil packs from Microtech, lots of stuff. You guys can read it. 400 kilowatts. Hauls ass. It will haul ass. I have a feeling this was Marcus something, his car. But I'm uncertain. I forgot his surname. How's the carpets? They're a little bit messed, but pretty cool. The screen there. I'm pretty sure this was Marcus who owned the car. It's got semis on it. I don't know what semis these are. Actually, I have no idea. But semis, front and rear. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Nice. Yeah, look at that. It's got one of those brake stopper things, so that'll just give like the engine a little bit more rigidity. Look, these engines don't pull a lot of torque, but they still move, especially if you've got weaker mount, engine mounts and that sort of stuff, which is not, you know, you're going to go to this extent, you're going to change the engine mounts, especially with bridge ported. Like, yeah, you know, he's got the delete, the AST delete and that sort of stuff. Good setup. Very, very good setup. I like it. So 360k, you could probably get them down to like 330, maybe 340k. I don't know if it's been resprayed, but the paintwork looks pretty good. Nice car. Innovate Motorsports. That's probably got a wideband in it. I would offer 350k. It's worth it. 350k, and you got this beautiful FD with an RZ wing on the back. Those wings are expensive now. I don't know what spec this is, and I don't know what year model this is. It's 97. Oh, it's a 97. It's just like mine. My old ones. I don't own them anymore. Dash looks okay. There's like some residue or something there. So I'm going to give this car, I don't like the steering wheel. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Moving on to its little baby cousin, the MX5. Soft top, body and chassis damage. Need work. Runic working condition. Sure. Okay, so it's like sitting at a little wee angle there. Looks like bumper damage. I got to do a control F5 again. A little bit of bumper damage. Nothing that the average person can't fix. And then send it in for respray. Be prepared to do the work yourself. It's got stock wheels in the car, soft top. It's unfortunately not the NA version, so this will be the NB. I don't know what the story is here. I think it's missing a piece. Looks like some rust or just sand. Interior looks relatively neat. It's 5-speed. It's cheap. And is it registered? I don't know, but it does have plates. There's your GP plates. It's got a license, does. MX5, what can you say? 6 out of 10. Yeah, lots of cars to cover. We're not even halfway yet, just by the way. Subaru 2004, WRX papers in order, and Legacy. The Legacy has no papers. There's not a lot of info on the two cars here, but looks like he's taken a stock intercooler and just sprayed ATR. That's a company in Joburg. Shame, they were actually very nice. In 2013, they offered me a rebuild of my engine for my bug eye for free because I was selling the car so cheap. I was selling my bug eye for like 50 grand with a blown engine. I just wanted to offload the car because I was tired of Subarus. And look at now, I'm on the Subaru flipping train again with an engine that's out of the car right now. I'll get to that in the video. So ATR performance, these guys are great. So shame they offered me that stuff. This looks like their shop. 100k. And it's missing, I was going to say missing door handles. It's just been wrapped. Cool. Plus it comes with this Legacy. Cool, but I don't know, maybe 90k and take the Legacy too and dump it on a field. 6 out of 10. How's this? Not JDM at all. Neither was the previous car. That was just Japanese. Isuzu double cab with a 2JZ. I'm just looking at this because of the 2J. Other pics of the car, so who cares? That's what we care about. 2JZ GTE, the Punisher. Hell yeah. No rating for you because I'm just looking at the engine. Datsun 280ZX T-top. Quick look at the comments and chat, not comments. What? Pronation Muscle, do you have a gaming channel? What? Pronation Muscle, do you like the Nissan 350? Then. Oh, your name is Okay, you've got a really long name. I thought it was just Ryan Bowen's Pronation Muscle. Do you have a gaming channel? I do, but I killed it. Do you like the Nissan 350Z? Yes, I do. It's a cool car. I saw an RX-7 white body 2JZ on Gumtree. Yeah, the orange and black one. I reviewed it on one of my older videos. I don't know which one. What's your GTR's horsepower? Currently, it's about 340 kilowatts. So it's about 404 horsepower, 303 kilowatts. 460 horsepower? 400, no, less than that. 140 horsepower. It's slow. Fast but slow. Negotiable. Probably get them down to like 65k. License is up to date. There's a couple of pictures that don't work. I've got to refresh every single one of these. Oh my god, the car's sold. There it goes. That's what happens when you refresh the page. Rochelle, you bastard. 280ZX. Goodbye. I'm not refreshing. This is a Gumtree ad, so this should be fun. So this car, I forgot his name, Brendan. He's spoken to me a couple of times on Instagram. Very cool guy. Done a lot of work to this car. Aesthetic work, mostly. Made it on Speed and Sound. Very cool car. I like it. Check the engine bay. Not an STI. This is a GT Turbo. Started his life and he says a GT Turbo. Yeah, he's done quite a few things to the car. It's got STI heads on it, individual coils, custom fuel rails. Anyway, you guys can pause the video and take a look. He wants 150k cash or swap for something the same value. And then he tells people, how's this one? Tells people Chinese cars or scrap, or Peugeot, no Volvo, pick hunters, joyriders, let's not waste each other's time. He's not desperate to sell. Good on you, Brendan. So anyway, that's this car. I like it. Maybe a bit too much if I had to own the car, but you know, each their own. You're going to make your car personal. Outlaw Photography took the pictures. Very good stuff. I got to give this a 7.5 out of 10. Good ad, by the way. It listed a lot of stuff. Celica, not JDM. This is just left-hand drive. So this is probably a USDM or another country, a European spec or something. It's got the 2.2 liter, so it's got that 5SFE, some bullshit. Same as the Camry. The Camry means custom pearl paint with the purple. Not for me. Hell, I'll take this thing. No, I'm joking. I'll probably still take this. 70k is a lot of money to ask for, so I'm going to give this ad 3 out of 10 because it's faulty, but it is GP registered. We got a Supra here. Dude's wanting 250,000 rand for the Supra. It's 1991. It's got the twin turbo GTE. Is it still twin though? That's another question. Oh no, he's got a big signal, but he's got a GTE. It's a non-VVTR, it doesn't matter. Engine was refreshed recently, LS diff, big ass T72 turbo. This thing must sound wild. Very nice to see on an old vehicle like this. 1991. I mean the Supra after this, the JDM. Yeah, it's not much newer. HKS clutch, LA type, twin plate clutch, imported 19-inch wheel. I don't get why people import wheel. I'm not like a wheel guy. I'm really not a wheel guy. So, you know, each their own with the wheels and all that story. Fuel pressure regulator, big intake, throttle plate and all that nonsense. Dump valve there with big flannel. No? Well, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. See, live streams are bad because I say shit. Bit of a hefty price tag, but a very good build, I must say. So I'm going to give this bad boy 7 out of 10. Then we got this blue Evo. This is not SA Reg. This is Botswana. 812 Bic. I don't know whose car it is, but it's got 6x9s in the back. It's got a Coke. Hadn't drank his Coke. I wonder if it was warm. I wonder if he drank it warm. Right. It's an Evo. What more? Why would you take a picture of your 6x9? Nobody cares about 6x9s. Or they're 7x10s. I don't know whose car this is. Anyway, what's on the Reg Evo 7? New sound. Oh, it's new. That's why I took pictures. 200,000 rand. I guess the price is good, but it's not SA Reg. I don't know what anybody's can do with this thing. So, 6 out of 10. Evos are nice. Okay, we're about halfway now, just by the way. There's quite a few more JDM cars to come. This thing, interesting. I was actually looking at this vehicle when I was buying my Subaru. I was looking at a 300ZX. I had Matty Media, subscriber, long time OG subscriber, go and take a look at cars for me and test drive and up in Joburg. And then I was doing the Durban stuff here. So, wow. Thanks to him for all the help and everything. And this was one of the cars that I was potentially going to get him to look at. But so 60,000 rand for this thing. There was an ad with more pictures in this one, but I can't find the ad. And you probably get him down to like, you know, 50k, maybe 45k, but I shied away from this with, you know, rotary issues with the with this particular series. That's the story with this one. Price, I don't know. Get them down. Get them down to 50k or less. Rating, I'll give this a 5 out of 10 because I don't know what's going on. What do we got? Yeah, and it's the orange and black one. That's it. Hey, Trevesh, what's happening, my man? Orange and black one. Yeah, that's that fake veil side looking thing. And then we got this Skyline R33. This is an R33 GTR. It's an original GTR. It's a V-spec. Started life as a V-spec. As a 2.6 RB26 twin turbo. Now it's 2.8 stroked. HK is stroked. Got step 2 engine. 800,000 Rand. A little bit more expensive than mine. Like 200,000 Rand more expensive. You're getting a lot more car than what I have on my Skyline. Stock seats. Momo wheel. Gauges look like HKS gauges. These are HKS gauges. That I don't know. That's an HKS EBC5 with the digital display. I don't know where the control unit is. Where did he put the control unit? That's not it. But where did he do it? Where did he put it? He's got standard 180. Wow, he's got mile per hour. Why does he have mile per hour on here? What is it? KPH? I don't know. That's strange. Red seatbelts. Okay. Big build. To my garnish plate thing. He's got an arc. That's nice. That is cool. So batteries in the boot of these R33s, much like the R33 I've got outside the GTS. Batteries in the boot, and then you got space to throw stuff like this. So this, what do you call this? Not an oil cooler. Oh my goodness, I'm lost for words now. I've got one in my car. I've got my Grady one. Oil catch can. Thanks. I don't know who I'm thinking, but oil catch can. This is an arc one. These things are expensive. This is like 20 grand if you try and get one now. He's got the HKS twin power, what do you call it? Spark thingies. So lost for words, yeah. Big single turbo. This could be a Grady. I think it could be a Grady turbo. Does he say anything about his turbo? Nope. But you can do trade-ins, which is pretty cool. So just going back to his engine bay. He's got a HKS cover here. That doesn't look like an HKS radiator itself, but anyway, he's got quite a bit of work on the car. HKS super power flow intake on it, and a bunch of other stuff. Nice car. But I think it's been on the channel before. But anyway, what did the 6x9 do? Everything it's not meant to do. I don't know, man. I just don't do sound at all. I ripped the sound out of cars. Here's the other pictures of the orange. Different pictures. Yeah, definitely suspect in them. MPH. Weird mile per hour thing. I don't know what the story was there. Did I give us a rating? I don't know. 9 out of 10. Anyway. Right. This Subaru, I almost bought. I was like this close, and the owner took too long to send me pictures of the engine bay that I requested. He told me like in the morning that he'll give me the pictures, and then like he only contacted me at like 5 o'clock. Shame, very nice guy. He phoned me and he said, "So sorry, I've been busy with work. Completely understand, but sorry, man. I just bought a Subaru a couple of minutes ago, which is my GT Turbo that I picked up." Yeah, I almost bought this car. It's actually got a lot of hail damage. He's negotiable. Just dropped the price from 90,000. The bonnet is littered with hail damage. I got to refresh this one. Bonnet needs to be replaced, completely replaced. Can you guys see this? There's like little, yeah, I don't know if you can see that. There's little, those dents. The roof, full of dents. This picture you can't really see. He did send me a whole bunch of pictures. There's a dent, there's a dent, there's a dent, there's a dent, there's a dent. And I can go on all night. The roof got a big one. The wing needs it. The boot needs it. It's bad. The wheels are horrific. Let's just state that. Thanks, Rochelle. I knocked my headphones, my actual headphones, into my mixer and I made beep beep beeps. So I was complaining about the hail damage. Can you guys hear me now? I know what I did. I'm not flipping, yeah, my mixer. I was complaining about the hail damage. This car's full of hail damage. If you guys didn't hear that, the wheels are also horrific. I would change these wheels. If I did buy this car, I would have changed the wheels out very quickly. 80,000 and you could probably get them down to maybe. I know what he would take it, so I'm not going to mention anything. I'm not even going to rate this car because I almost bought it and I spoke to the owner. He's got my phone number. Blah blah blah. How's this one? This is something else. I did click through these ones. Okay, so this is an IS200 that it's been built by Bobby Brewis, who built Otto Graven's drift cars. You don't know who Otto Graven is? Yeah, he was a drifter back in 2010, 2011, good 10 years ago, plus minus. And he was drifting Formula D, you know, Formula Drift, where Adam LZ is. He was drifting back then with like Vince Vaughn. That would have been funny. Vaughn Giddens Jr. and all that shit. Yeah, and Vince Vaughn. So anyway, the same guy who built that car, but I'm digressing now. So this is an IS200 with some crazy wide body kit and all that sort of stuff. How's this? Bottom line. I don't know what tires they are. Looks like it's got Brembos on the car, but it's a hell of a custom build. I'll give them that much. Car's located in Bloemfontein and it's registered. It's SA Reg. Now wait till you see the engine bay. There's a non-upside down picture. 2JZ, not as big as the turbo in the other 2J. Very small hot end, so this car will be hell of responsive. Very, very cool car to mess around with. It's got a stock radiator, which is surprising. Carbon or hydro dipped covers and all that jazz. There's a dump valve, or wastegate. Wastegate will be down here. What am I saying? Cool. Nice build. A lot of stuff gone into it. A lot of money thrown into it. Price is slightly negotiable. You get it down a little bit and you're really wanting something custom. If you're like really in love with this car and it's got the 2J, I would make an offer. There's an intercooler behind the grill. Get down closer to 200, maybe like 230 or so. Nice build. A lot of shit's gone down in this and to get it to this point. So I got to give him props for that. 230-ish K would be a good price. Give this build a 7 out of 10. And we've got this Honda Del Sol. Okay, I don't know much about these cars, but I know this one has been built properly. ARP head starts with inserts and block and blah blah blah. Lots of shit gone down here. Pro 2 cams. It's got exhaust. It's got a nice big ass clutch. It's got synchro. It's got nitros. Spelled nitros wrong. Built it right there. It's got coilovers in the car. T37s, of course. Pretty mad. Let's try refresh. Please don't be sold. Come on, come on, come on, come on. How's that? It's a cool car. I dig these little things. You find these things overseas like super cheap. Yeah. But anyway. I just see load shedding just hit. Really? I haven't got a message from that ESP app yet, but load shedding, not cool. How's that? Rockford Punchgate. Rockford Punchgate. Rockford Fostgate Punch sub. Looks like a 10-inch. Again, I know nothing about it. Hey, look there. Rockleford. We both got it wrong. With sun and splits. Sun. There's your sun. 10-inch sun. Such a cool car. And this one was whole ass. Give this. I want to give this build an 8 out of 10. This thing, I'm not here for the car. I'm just going to click through the engine bay photos. It's a Datsun Bucky. And it's got a 13B with a big ass turbo on it. And it must be super noisy and super wild in this car. It's got 2 fuel pumps, 7 bar each, etc, etc, etc. You have to realize what to spend. I understand. I know the shit that goes down. Oh my god, I completely screwed that one up. From the front here, from this picture, I thought this was a Nissan Champ Datsun Bucky. My bad. It's this thing, whatever this is. 510? Datsun 510? I don't know what this thing is. But anyway, a lot of shit went down to get it to this point. So Good build. Price, whatever, 6 out of 10. This thing, cheap. Like, I would have picked this up if, for 2 reasons, I would have picked this up. One, it's cool because it's a GF8, it's a wagon, and I can throw my kids in the back. Not that I haven't put car seats in the other car, so we had a spare set of car seats, and I threw them in. Not the ones that I use in my Lexus, but the ones, like spare ones. And we threw them into the Subaru, took the kids for a drive, did a little bit of boosting, daughter was laughing the whole time, my son tries to mimic the noise of the car. Pretty cool. But this would have been even cooler, because then I could like go shopping with them, and but it's got an automatic gearbox, has STI seats, that's probably the only plus on this one. 55 grand, I like it. 5 out of 10. Oh, how's this? Oh shit. Look at this car. Holy crap. This is unbelievable. Someone should buy this right now. It's like probably one of the coolest GTRs I've seen. It's got such a basic build. It's got a wrap that you guys can enjoy and like write on. You can put smiley faces on it and do whatever the hell you want. It's got writing up until about there, and then the owner decided to sell the car. This ad has got a lot of info. And then people still email and ask for more information on the car. Like, what the fuck else do you want me to say? Like, seriously, I get those messages. Please tell me more about the vehicle. Dude, I wrote 2 fucking pages on my car. And I wrote all my issues, and I wrote what it's got, and I said that there's videos, and it's got 6 years worth of historical. See, there's no space there on purpose because I ran out of text. But good fucking ad. Somebody buy this car. I'll give this thing a 10 out of 10. So if you pull the wrap off, this is what the car will look like, just by the way, if you guys didn't know. It's just blue plastic up on top of it. Buy it. Somebody buy it now. Black Friday special, $5.85. Let's go. 10 out of 10. This thing, the guy's got 2 ads up. And one ad is for 600,000 Rand. And then you got this one for 65. He wants 60K for the car. I had my wife speak to him, and I listed a week ago, but there was another ad which I can't find anymore, but it's the same car because he sent pictures. And yeah, I shied away from this because I see that like that should be in somewhere. Like, doesn't that belong? I mean, like, why is there a spare? Yeah. And then green, yeah. It is pretty stock, but other than the intake pipe, it's still got the MAF and all that stuff, and then WRX, the actual WRX integrated. I'm not talking about the paint. Yeah, he wants 60K as far as I know. Whatever. 5 out of 10 for that. Double cam R32. Yeah, definitely not your own ad. No, but somebody buy it. Keanu, what's happening, my man? How's this? FTO. We're coming down to the last like 8 cars, by the way. FTO. One is not lining up properly, but it's an FTO. The guy wants 250,000. He wants 25,000 Rand. Got no papers. Sold. Footstoots. Non-negotiable. Don't bug him for any fucking specials on this car. No Black Friday here. Got a turbo engine. Cam bolt, cam loose, and bent valves. And none of your pictures work, so we've got to refresh. Anyway, it's an FTO. It's like, yeah. Could probably be used as a spares car. Or maybe the other one that I'm about to show you could be used as a better spares car. It's not SA Reg. A little bit unfortunate on that. I see Liquid Molly on there. Whatever. 4 out of 10. 4-speed auto. Sus. Galant. Back to that one. Okay. Got a CRX thing. Honda. No lowball offers will be entertained. If you think the car isn't worth, then don't comment or come view and yeah, whatever. He's owned it for 10 years. He's done a whole bunch of shit to the car. Don't tell me I have X amount of cash right now. That means nothing to me. Yeah, I got that. Someone wanted to pay me 300,000 Rand subscriber, but I mean, I can't take 300,000 Rand for my GTR. If you don't like what's being offered, then she'll go back into storage. Cool. It's a CRX. It looks very stock. Got stock seats, got stock wheels. Is that a tear? I don't know. I'm looking at the little things here. Okay, well, that Samota, I haven't seen that name in forever. Sunroof works. Look, this car is neat. I'm not gonna lie. 75k. I don't know what they're worth. It's got stock wheels. It's got stock everything else except for the exhaust and the intake. Who knows what it's worth? Not me. Tommy F. Yeah, will. Somebody else will in this chat, I'm sure. So I'm not really gonna comment on that. 6 out of 10. This thing. Don't buy this one. Buy that blue one with the plastic dip. It's cheaper. 750,000 rand, not negotiable. If you're a serious buyer, you're welcome to contact me. I will swap you mine. I'll just swap you mine. 83,000. I've got less kilometers than you. I'll swap you mine. I've owned the car legally in South Africa for 8 years. I've owned mine for 7 years. I'll swap you mine. Me too. I've also got the import paperwork. Nah, this car's mean. I'm just playing around here with this. Yeah, like he's got no MAF sensors. I've got fucking MAF sensors. I don't know what ECU's got in the car. HKS ECU. Nice. Borg Warner single turbo. Shit. Missing the RB26 cover. See, you got to swap for mine because you want people to open that hood and it's like RB26. Who cares about the big turbo? You wanted to say RB26. Buy mine. I hate these. I really do. I hate the LED lights in the back. Stock wheel. What is that? Is that a... That's a Greddy. I think that's a... I can't really see. It could be a Blitz. Does it say? No. Who's got a Highcast delete? I've got a Highcast. That doesn't work. Buy mine. Yeah, 750k. Beautiful car. 8 out of 10. Love it. I'm being a dick, but I love it. How's this piece of shit? LS400. Bloody hell. Refresh. Please be for sale still. LS400. VIP build. There's someone in Durban that has got a sick one. It's also a dark color. It's like a dark green. I see him all the time on Sunrock Drive. I gave him a hoot the other day. I was in the Lexus. He probably thinks, oh, it's just another guy with a Lexus saying hi. I'm actually like super JDM man. So yeah, that's why I'm hooting at you. He did a VIP build. I think it's like low as fuck. It looks cool. Yeah, this one's SA Reg. It's an LS400, so it's got a 4-liter V8. You know, the usual engine people throw into drift cars and stuff. It's got an automatic, which is lame. Selling for 1,234. I don't know what the hell he's selling it for. 4 out of 10. Shitty ad. Oh, back to that one. Okay, that means we've got 2 cars for sale. This is a Mitsubishi FTO. I'm wondering what's going on with my dogs. They're probably trying to maul somebody. But also not registered. It's a Zimbabwean registered. All paperwork in order though. That doesn't mean you can license the car. It's missing side mirror. It's missing a badge here or indicator thingy. No engine. Gearbox available. Shame, man. So rather buy the other one for 5,000 rand more. That's not negotiable and has everything else but a broken engine. Last one. This is it. No more after this, and I'm going to be signing off. The S13 has got a Rocket Bunny kit on it. The Rocket Bunny kit. I don't think it's a Rocket Bunny kit. Maybe just the rear is a Rocket Bunny kit. Is it? Am I wrong here? A tiny little CI18 DET. This thing is very small. I love how much space there is between the engine and the radiator support. Like, cool. I do want to get me one of these, and maybe I'll get one of these when I'm overseas. Who knows? We'll see. 200 SX Rocket Bunny. I think it's just got fenders and Rocket Bunny wing on the back. I don't know. I'm getting rather concerned about my dogs. My alarm system is on, but yeah, hopefully everything's fine there. Look at that. Oh wait, I think this is Shaba wheels. They are. I saw a post from them. They had something like this, and they sell anyway in Cape Town somewhere. Called Tyrone. Cool. 6 out of 10. Because I don't think that's a real Rocket Bunny kit. Right, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for the 20+ people that have been watching the video. Appreciate the support. not much more to say. This is JDM Cars for Sale in South Africa. I give my shitty rating and my shitty thoughts about some cool cars, JDM cars and Japanese cars. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, video will be up pretty soon. My Subaru engine is out. It's getting built and issues getting sorted out. There were CB things torn, and there was, yeah, other issues. It's like small issues compared to the engine. Things are getting sorted out. There's going to be a video that's coming up. I filmed some of it already, but when it's sorted out and on the road, then we're going to be doing some bedding in and all that jazz. So thank you so much for watching, every single one of you. Thank you for commenting, every single one of you for commenting. And before you go, quickly like the video. Kelvin, you're late. I'm ending like right this second. Some very cool cars there that you missed out on, and we're stuck on this 206 at the moment. Everybody like the video before you quit. It really helps the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next one. Peace.